Pali, talking about this Punjab Kings squad, we discussed about the squad on paper. They look good, but what could be your strengths if you look into this side?
Is the variation of our squad. Something for the first time, the backups can move in straight into the team, and there won't be that difference between the quality of the players. I don't think there's going to be a massive quality. I think we had that problem last year when we had a few injuries. The players that were coming in weren't as strong as the players that were leaving us. So I think
Correct.
a player like Xavier Bartlett, he played really well in the BBL. He could come in and replace either or Janssen or Omarzai. We've got if Stoinis isn't going to be opening the batting, we have English in the team. So I think that's the good thing. And then obviously we don't know what's going to happen with Lockie. So if Lockie comes in, we've already got Lockie in the squad as well. So we've got a really really good balanced squad, and I think. I think it's a long tournament, so again, form is dependent on that, and I think whatever
True.
comes in matches what comes out.
Absolutely. And you said about the squad, the depth as well. I think this middle order firepower, Stoinis, Maxwell, if Stoinis opens, that's different. But if Stoinis, Maxwell, Shashank in the middle order, that's huge. And then you have Azmatul Omarzai, Marco Janssen. I'm falling short of names, to be honest. Strength always has a weakness, Aryan. Can you point out any?
Weakness, I think it'll be that the style of play. What do they decide to do? What are the roles they are defining for their players? Prab Simran is clear. Okay, Shreyas is also clear. But what happens with Maxwell and Stoinis? How many games are they going to get? What confidence do you give? The weakness in this team is not skill. It's going to be role definition. How does Ponting play around with that?
And you
What
said about role definition, I think the first biggest role definition I can point out is the lack of openers. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Is there
yeah,
anybody
no.
else?
I don't think Josh Inglis is a player that less seen. Might as well throw your card in there and show teams what he is. Less seen. IPL scene is not there. He might take a few games, but he's a bloody match winner. Give him
But you
14
need to play
games.
just four overseas.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So my four overseas would be English, Stoinis, Maxwell, and Janssen. They are starting for me. I want
Okay.
Omarzai in the 11, but practicality is that our coach is an Aussie, and a bit of bias is always there. So thinking about it practically, we have enough Indian backup. I feel in the bowling arsenal we have Yash Thakur and likes of Kuldeep
You have
Sen, who are
Kuldeep Sen as well. Yeah.
good enough to deliver. So might as well pack your batting. And Josh Inglis, if you don't play him, why did you bring him? So that's the question. And I don't see any reason Ponting bringing in Josh Inglis just to keep him as a sub. Plus, we have a weak keeper. We have a very weak keeper in Prabh Simran. And I don't want a weak keeper. Weak not in the sense he can't do it, but Yuzi Chahal has the variations.
Yeah.
Arshdeep has the variations. Our bowlers are good. They need a good keeper behind the stumps.
True, true,
So
true.
I would literally pick Inglis on the basis of his keeping. So I feel English is gonna play. I agree with Paji that Omarzai and Janssen is going to be a beautiful combination, but I'm really worried about who's behind the sticks. So I feel that's an area we can cover with English. Good enough keeper.
True that you
Uh,
need a specialist wicket keeper because if you concede so many buys in case, that's going to hurt yourself. But opportunity lies always in this side. And maybe just the way Aryan said about English, is he the opportunity that you can pounce on, Paji?
It could be. It could be. The opportunities for us is, again, we've got a fresh start. We've kept a nice little core, by the way, Punjabi talent as well. So, again, I think the opportunity for us is to take that next step now. From Trevor Bayliss to Ponting, I think that's a big opportunity for us because we've got a younger coach, a winning coach on the field. And that's surely going to be, powerful for the players who can relate to Ponting probably better than they could do to George Bailey. And obviously, Shreyas being the captain compared to Shikhar Dhawan, who had no captaincy experience before, proper captaincy experience before. I think that's where the opportunity lies. We've got winning mentality in the team. Can those Ponting and Shreyas pull over the 11 other guys on the field
True.
to get them over the line? I think that's going to be the key thing for us.
Absolutely. That's going to be key. But what about the threats of this side, Aryan? What could be the biggest threat of Punjab Kings for the opponent?
I think I've already alluded to it before. The team environment, the biggest threat with this side every year. Who's dictating terms? On what grounds are they dictating terms? And how they handle themselves in crisis? And can they bloody finish off games which are there to be won? And not mess them up. And I think that's the biggest thing that needs to go away. That
You said
DNA
about
that
environment. When Ponting was there as the coach of Delhi Capitals, they had that fielding medal or fielding badge going around distributing stuff.
yeah,
Do you
that
expect those kind of things?
everything will be instilled. I think Ponting is, and I can't wait for the dressing room speeches, man. I want to see him scold the shit out of the players. Sorry about the word, but I want to see him give it to the players. If somebody is wrong, call it out. That's the biggest thing I think Ponting will bring it out. Bayliss used to bloody stand there in the team after wins meeting and say nothing.
True.
That's not what you're here for. You're paid to make players realize their mistakes. They are paid to perform. So might as well bring a tough hand to the players. And if they do well, appreciate them. That's also really
True, true.
important. So
Absolutely. If they do well, they appreciate them. Ricky Ponting is known for that because I agree with what you said about Trevor Bayliss. He hands it over to the skipper to give a speech and they're done and dusted. But Ponting will not do that alongside Shreyas Iyer.